On October 23rd, 2021, Dean asked me to fly his 170 with him down to Nestor Falls to his new owner. Alright, so here we are. We're going to zoom in on Foreflight here. So Dean lives just north of Dryden here on a little lake called Sunday Lake. And if you zoom in real close here, you can see where he keeps his airplane parked, which is kind of nice. So with Foreflight, you can just click on here, add to route, make sure we get the right airplane. I've already got the 170 information already entered in there. And find our destination, down here at the Dryden Flying Club. And we can zoom in on there, we get a nice view of the airplanes parked there. And we can simply just add that to the route. And there we go. So it's going to take us right around 8 minutes. It's showing the distance and all that good stuff. Foreflight's just a wonderful thing.
Yeah, so note to self, these inflatable life vest things are really great in an airplane. They don't take up a lot of room. And they're, you hardly know you're wearing them. However, this little guy right here needs to be handled with care because otherwise, they inflate. So when I bought the spare bottle for it, I kind of thought, why am I doing that? I'm never going to need it. Yep, turns out I needed it. Yeah, so my GoPros here, I don't know, they're being fussy, so. Yeah, so I had all these great ideas of running the GoPros in there, but none of them want to cooperate, so maybe I need some new ones. Hint, hint, Christmas time. Anyways, there we go.
So we took off from Sunday Lake, flew the short hop down to the Dryden Flying Club to pick up some gas. Once we were there and tied up, we gassed up for the next leg of the journey, down to Nestor Falls, Ontario. The Dryden Flying Club has 100 low-lead available and ramp rentals for local pilots and owners. They also own a really nice little Piper PA-12. Alright, so that's got us from Dean's down to the Dryden Flying Club where we can gas up for the next leg of our trip, which is going to take us down to Nestor Falls. So once we get here, we can clear this and start over again with a new waypoint. So we'll add that, and we are going to head down to Nestor Falls, which is somewhere between Fort Frances and Kenora, Ontario. It's quite a bit of seaplane activity there, and we're going to CKT3. So we can just click on that, add it to the route, and we're going to be at about 2,500 feet. Give us a little more wiggle room. And it looks like it's going to take us about 34 minutes to make that flight, and it's 57 miles. So there we are. So here we are en route to Nestor Falls, southwest bound, 2,500 feet. Just off on the left here, we can see the Bear Narrows Bridge. So according to Foreflight, we must be right on track. You may remember the Bear Narrows Bridge from a ski flying video I did a couple years back. Just cruising along, enjoying the fall scenery. Soon we were at our destination, Northwest Flying's water base, Nestor Falls, Ontario. So the GoPro I had inside the cockpit wasn't working, but the action cam that I had stuck on the right wing was. So I managed to get some footage of the landing. Here we are coming into Nestor Falls. There was only a slight breeze this day, just enough to keep the lake from being glassy, which made landing a lot easier. I managed to grease the landing, mainly because no one was watching, I'm thinking. And then we got our first up-close look of the Northwest Flying water base. They have a large hangar here, and quite a good reputation in the area. They have a great ramp here for moving float planes in and out of the water. And just like that, we were up, parked on the ramp at Nestor Falls.
All right, here we are, Nestor Falls, up on the ramp. Beautiful day. A couple of twin beaches. Looks like a beaver in the hangar.
I was surprised to learn a little bit of aviation trivia. Northwest Flying's twin beach, C-FNKL, was the very first twin beach to be put on floats. This particular aircraft, originally built as a C-45, one of 432 built, was the prototype Ito used to design the floats they used for the Beech 18 line. Northwest Flying have roots in Nestor Falls going back to the 1940s and are currently operating a fleet of aircraft with some of the most experienced pilots and mechanics in the business. They have a hydraulic dolly that makes pulling airplanes out of the water and moving them around as easy as it can be. Just like that, Dean's 170 was out of the water and up, ready to be parked for the winter. Once it was up in its parking spot, covered up, Dean took a moment to say goodbye to his 170. Soon we heard a familiar sound overhead.
There's our ride.
Dean had made arrangements with Darcy to come down to Nestor Falls with his 180 and pick us up, give us a ride back to Dryden.
Well, here comes our ride. There's Mr. Doug Gallen. This is called service with a smile here. Darcy Oliphant's coming to pick us up, give us a ride home. Don't get much better than that.
You hear me, Bill?
I can.
All right. That's good to know.
100%.
So I just stayed and had another beer. Wait till one goes and then take a while in the other.
And we're airborne. Next stop, Sunday Lake, back at Dean's house. First, one last look at Dean's 170 at the Northwest Flying hangar. The ride home was a fair bit faster and a fair bit lower than the ride down. Soon our destination was in sight. That little wee lake ahead is Sunday Lake. We circled the lake to have a look for any hazards in the water, and then we lined up to land. This lake's only about 2,800 feet long, so there's not a lot of room to waste. Watch Darcy just grease this landing. They don't get any smoother than that. Soon we were on the dock at Dean's, all unloaded, and Darcy was back off to the flying club. But not before giving us a photo pass. Another great day of flying comes to a close.